Greetings, my name is Jessica Wolf, and today I'm going to be talking about how to get web servers to work. So basically, over the past couple of weeks, I've had the pleasure of working on a project, and so at the beginning of my project, I developed a proposal as to how I was going to get the web server and the file on the web server to work. And then I decided which software I was going to use, because you can choose many different types of software. So I chose the software I was going to use to get it to work. And then in the last phase, I basically ran the program in VirtualBox, and I downloaded all the software that I had proposed that I was going to use, and then I was able to see it from start to finish. So let's delve in. So starting off with, what is a web server? So a web server is basically a hardware and software that stores website files and then delivers them to users' browsers over the internet. And so in essence, it's basically the web server receives a request in the form of like a URL, and then it delivers the content in HTML with basically everything that the file has on it. So let's move on. So in my project, I had to choose which software I was going to use. So for my project, I decided I was going to use Windows 11 operating system, Windows 22 IIS server, and then Google Chrome web browser. Basically, in order to operate the web server, you need to have an operating system so that the web server can run on. And then in order to run the file, you have to have a web browser so that the file can pop up on the web browser so that you can view it. So moving on to my process. So my computer already had Windows 11 on it. And I'm working on VirtualBox, so I then downloaded Windows Server 2022, and then from there, basically this is a page showing that Windows Server 2022 works. And then moving on, I downloaded Google Chrome because my computer didn't have Google Chrome on it. So I downloaded Google Chrome so that I could, in the end, view my file. And then from Google Chrome, I had to go to my Rise course to download a zip file, which had all the different files for the page that I wanted to view. And so this is the files from that already extracted. And then also, for every single web page, in order for you to be able to view it, it has to have some coding behind it. And so this was basically the file that shows all the different code for the web page that's going to be shown. And then lastly, I was able to get the web server to return the file. And yeah, overall, it was really, really neat getting to see how the web server works, and getting to see a project from start to finish. So I really, really, really enjoyed that. And I always like to end with a quote. And so for this one, I would like to say the only way to discover the intricacies of web servers is to find what makes them work. Thank you so much.